In order to do charity, I took off my branded coat in front of everyone and donated it on the spot. Even my limited edition handbag and a $5 million watch. I gave them away without blinking. Because I am someone who was reborn. I did all this to expose the true face of a so-called poor student. In my previous life, I met a scheming girl right after school started. Seeing that she was struggling, I invited her to eat with me and had my billionaire father set up a school fund for poor students. I treated her with care in every way, but her vanity took over. She secretly took my designer bag to show off and ended up damaging it. I simply scolded her a bit and told her not to touch my things again. But she held a grudge. Soon after, she started dressing more and more extravagantly. I was suspicious, but didn't know the truth until one day, she pretended to be the billionaire heiress in front of our classmates. I tried to expose her, but she turned the tables, accusing me of being the poor student to prove myself. I called my mom to send me $600,000, but no matter how many times she tried, my bank account still only had $10, while the scheming girl's phone kept receiving huge transfers. In the end, my money had all become hers, and I was left with nothing. I couldn't understand why until the moment I died. She finally revealed everything. She had awakened a money swap system. Any money I had would transfer to her account. I died with regret and hatred. But in the next moment, I was reborn. On the very day she swapped my balance for the first time. At that moment, she was again trying to provoke me, hoping I'd try to prove myself. Just like last time, I fell into her trap and asked for money repeatedly, only to make her look more like the real heiress, while I became the poor student being helped. But this time, I swore I would make her pay. So I publicly admitted to being the poor student she helped and said I shouldn't have spent her money on luxury items. She thought I took the bait and tried to claim my luxury goods. But then I said, to show my gratitude, I would donate everything to charity. She froze, because if I donated the items, the money wouldn't go through my card, and she would get nothing. So she urged me to sell the items first. But classmates cut in, saying I might profit that way, and insisted I donate directly. She had no comeback, and could only watch me call in the charity staff in front of everyone. I donated my coat. The staff said it was worth $120,000. Everyone was shocked. They thought the scheming girl had been extremely generous. She was furious because that money was supposed to go into her system. Then I donated my handbag worth $500,000. She finally panicked and told me not to act impulsively, but I ignored her and donated a limited edition watch worth $3 million. The crowd went wild, wondering how much she had donated in total. Then someone questioned, saying the school's maximum support for poor students was only $100,000. So how could I afford a luxury watch? They started to doubt that maybe I was the real billionaire heiress and demanded an explanation from the scheming girl.